Hey everyone, Jacob here. Today is Friday, September 13th, 2024. This weekend, me and my parents are going to the Kinzua Railroad Bridge near Mount Jewett, Pennsylvania, and we're also going to check out the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon as well. But before that, we stopped here in the small community of Kane, Pennsylvania. Kane is the name of the town, Kane. And we noticed there was a little railroad station here, so we decided to check that out. Well, as you can see, this is the station right here, and it's a very old-fashioned train station from like the 20th or even 19th century. Alright, let's go inside and check it out. Alright, well here's what the station looks like from the inside. I'm in the gift shop area right now. They got all sorts of stuff here like you would usually find in a gift shop. There's a train layout back in here, so why don't we all check that out. Here's the train layout right here. It's HO scale if you're wondering. This is what I actually have at home. I don't have a layout, but I do have some HO scale trains in case you're wondering. This is a painting of a GG1 and a Pennsylvania Railroad K4 at the train station in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. This place also has a G scale layout, but I don't think this is running right now. Take a look at this wooden model train. Like, this is impressive. My grandfather I think he knew how to make some of this stuff, but not to this scale. This little setup right here, this is actually one of the smallest model railroad scales in the world. This is called Z scale. Here's a picture of the Kinzua Railroad Bridge, which we're going to be seeing maybe later today or tomorrow. This is an actual photograph of the train station that was taken sometime possibly in the 20th or 19th century. This right here is an old speeder car. These were used back in the steam era of railroading to inspect railroad tracks. If you don't know, these were actually the successor to the Gandy Dancer and the predecessor to high railers. If you don't know, a high railer is basically a pickup truck with train wheels on the front and back. Alright everyone, me and my parents have arrived at the Kinzua Bridge State Park. Alright, well I'm in the building right now, and there's actually the railroad bridge right out there. As you can see, it's basically just a drop-off now. There's actually a glass floor that you can look straight down into the ground, so I'm going to go out there in a couple minutes and check it out. Alright, me and my dad just came out of the main building right next to me, and we're on our way down to check the bridge out, so... Alright, so me and my dad are walking on the railroad bridge right now. Look at how high up we are right now. You could actually walk down in there. There's actually a trail right there, so we might do that later. Alright, we've made it to the end of the bridge. Look at all that jagged metal down there, Ma. Wow. Here's a glass panel where you can actually look straight down through in the bridge. You probably can't see it that well because it's covered in dirt and gunk and all that, but you know what I mean. Here's a different angle of the bridge like I was talking about. As you can see, this is basically the full extent of the damage that the tornado did. The story is that the bridge was being repaired and that this section here was strong, but when they had to repair the bridge, they had to like weaken it somehow or something like that. And this is how far they got before the tornado hit. And this area was so weak that the gravity just knocked down the bridge. Alright, so we're on the trail right now, heading down to the bottom of the ravine to where the wreckage of the bridge is, so I'll see you when we get down there, I guess. Here's the underneath of the bridge right here. Well, there's the bridge up there where I was just a couple minutes ago with my parents, and this is the wreckage right here. All this jagged metal, this was the bridge's suspension. Hey Lucy. Hello. Alright, well me and my parents are now walking back up the trail we came down to get to the bottom of the ravine, and we're about to leave in a few minutes so we can go check out a place called the PA Lumber Museum, which is about an hour drive away. So I'll see you in a little bit. Alright everyone, me and my parents are now in the parking lot of next to the visitor center, or I mean park office of the Kinzua Railroad Bridge State Park, and we're on our way to the PA Lumber Museum. It closes at 5 p.m. so we got to get going before it closes. Alright everybody, it's about 20 minutes to 5 right now. Me and my parents are actually at the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon right now. We tried to go to the PA Logging Museum, but it was about to close, so we figured we'd do that tomorrow and come to the Grand Canyon instead. So that's what we did. Alright, here it is. Look at this. Look at this. My mom just said it's like a mile deep, which that's about as deep as the Grand Canyon in Arizona. It's been years since I was last here. I was like 2 or 3 years old when I was last here, about 14 or 13 years ago, from what my mom has said. But all right, we're here at another overlook of. I'm here at another overlook of the Grand Canyon, and this is. I'm not sure if you can see it down there, but it looks there's like a little dirt trail. I'm not sure if it's. My mom said it's a rail trail, but my dad said it looks like a normal vehicle trail. If anyone knows, let me know. All right, me and my parents are walking down the overlook trail to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, so I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, we're still on our way down the trail, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's that that trail down there that looks like a rail trail or a normal dirt trail. I do see a couple of different ones, but I'm not sure if they're used to be for trains or if they're for vehicles. All right, everyone, me and my parents are about to leave the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon and go to the town of Wellsboro now. We do plan to come back in the mornings. Alright everyone, today is Saturday, September 14th. It's my second day being up here in the central northern part of Pennsylvania. And right now, me and my parents are back near the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. Sorry about the flies. And we're near this watchtower, but we're trying to figure out like how we get up to it. Like we can see it, but it's like a $5 admission, which really doesn't make any sense. So I'll let you know what happens in a few minutes. Alright everyone, I'm back right now. Me and my parents decided to forget about the tower and just hike down to the canyon floor itself because that'd just be better, I guess. So that's what we decided to do. Right now we're hiking down Turkey Path, which is about a mile down to the canyon floor. So well, let's see what there is down on the way down to the canyon or when we get down there. Alright everyone, we've come down low ways down Turkey Path. This is the way we came down right here. And that's the canyon down in there behind the trees. Look how steep that is. Alright everyone, I don't know if you can hear me over the waterfall, but we're about halfway down right now. Alright everyone, I hope you can see me in the sun right now. As of right now, me and my parents are just on this rock bank right here on the river. I don't know the river name, but this is the river you saw yesterday at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, which is like way up there. And we just came down on the trail through it over there. Well, here's what the Pine Creek looks like right now. As you can see, it's pretty low, but from all the rocks that are exposed in the air, you can probably guess how deep this would be if there was a torrential downpour here. So this is the bottom of the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon right here, and the top is right up there. Alright, well, me and my parents are about to go back up the canyon right now, so I'll see you in a little bit. That's where we were down there just a few minutes ago, and there's the waterfall, or the small part of it. I asked some people down there if that trail was a rail trail, and it was. My dad told me it used to haul logs, and it was a logging railway and a mining railways. And it's been out of commission for over 50 years. Alright everyone, me and my parents are about 2/3 of the way up the Grand Canyon Trail. If you don't remember, it's called Turkey Trail. Alright everyone, me and my parents made it back to the top of the Grand Canyon where the parking lot is, so I don't know what we're going to do next, but I'll let you know in a few minutes. Okay everyone, me and my parents just drove to Colton Point State Park. There's an overlook at this specific state park where you can actually still look down into the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. I was just down in Pine Creek not that long ago, and apparently my mom pointed out that there is an overlook at Colton Point State Park, so we came up here to check that out. If you look on this map right here, we are located right here. And we were like down in here a few minutes ago, so let's go to the overlook. Well, there's the Grand Canyon down there, as you can see off in the distance. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but that's where me and my parents were a few minutes ago. Up there, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but there's the tower up there that we tried to go to a little bit ago. Alright everyone, me and my parents have arrived at the PA Logging Museum, and this time we're actually going to go in and check it out. So let's see what this place has to offer. In case you're curious, this is what it looks like from the outside. Alright, well, let's see what this place has to offer. Well, here's the exhibit area of the museum, so let's check this out. Here's William Penn, the founder of the state of Pennsylvania. If you're wondering what Pennsylvania means, it means this. In 1681, William Penn proposed Sylvania as the name for his new colony, from the Latin word for woods. King Charles II of England added Penn in honor of William's father. Pennsylvania means Penn's Woods. Here's my home city right here, Pittsburgh. There's the Allegheny River and the Monongahela River, and they join to meet the Ohio River. Take a look at this old car they have in here. I believe this might be a Ford Model T. Here's a photograph that was taken over 100 years ago of lumberjacks cutting down the forest, which is why it looks like that. Those are the saws they use. One guy would be on one side, another guy would be on the other, and they would just go back and forth, cutting the log in half. Oh yeah, guys, I just noticed this, but this is a Ford Model T. This car that I showed you earlier, it is a Ford Model T. Take a look at the size of this chainsaw right here. You would have one guy on one end right here, and then another guy right there holding it as they're cutting the log. And there's some of the gear they wear. It's made by Husqvarna. You probably already know that. Alright everyone, I'm outside of the building right now. I hope you enjoyed the footage I got of the exhibits in there that you probably would find interesting. Right now I'm going to go check out some of the stuff they have to offer on the outside in the open. Alright, right here we have an engine house. I probably didn't tell you this, but they actually have a Shay locomotive on display here. Alright, well here's the Shay locomotive. Look, it even says Shay on the side. This is, I believe, a 3-truck Shay, or something like that. This is locomotive number 4. Looks like they have some coal here in the tender. I believe this is the bell. Yeah, it's the bell. Holy. Here's the engineer's side of the cab. These are his controls right here. This is the throttle. This is the locomotive brakes, the train brakes, and the forward reverse gear. There's the gauges right there for the boiler pressure and water level. Here's the front of the locomotive right here. It's got a diamond stack. There's the bell, the steam dome, and the whistle. This is a 2-truck Shay locomotive, in case you're wondering. Here's some history on the Shay locomotive right here, in case anyone wants to read that. Alright, there's the water tower over there. That's where the locomotives would refill on water, and I think that's a log car right next to it right there. There's the locomotive in the shed down there. Alright, I'm walking down this old set of steps now, and this is the pond that's behind the building I was just at. This must be where they used to bring in the logs from over in that path down there, and this is where they must do events during the year. So let's check it out. Here's some of the equipment they used to cut the logs into planks. There would be a hook that would bring the logs up from there, pull them on up into here, and then that saw right there would cut them into planks. Alright, I'm on the lowest part of the PA Logging Museum. This is just some of the stuff that's down here. That big funnel is the boiler room, and then the building in front of it, that's where the logs would be cut up into lumber, planks, in case you're wondering. Alright, so right now, me and my parents are going to the other side of the PA Lumber Museum, to this other shed that also has a locomotive in it. Alright, here's the other locomotive that was in here. It almost looks like a tractor with the International hood on it. But this is it, it's a Brookville locomotive. Here's the inside of it right here, if you can see that well. Here's a little bit of history on the locomotive right here, in case you want to read that. Alright, so just behind the locomotive here is a little model railroad exhibit. It's to give you an idea of how much wood these lumberjacks made. I mean, look at these piles right here. It's unbelievable. There's that Shay locomotive, or just a model of a Shay. There's a little John Deere tractor right there. Alright, this locomotive right here, this one is called a Camelback. The cab is in the center of the locomotive instead of at the back. Take a look at this picture right here of how tall the stacks of planks were during over 100 years ago. Like, there's the railroad track right there, and that's how tall they were. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed that footage I got of the equipment and the exhibits here at the PA Logging Museum. I highly suggest you check this out, and please look it up because it's pretty interesting. Anyway, I'm walking back to I'm walking back to my parents' car now, so I guess I'll see you in a little bit. Alright everyone, it is currently 15 minutes to 6 o'clock right now. Me and my parents are near Bellefonte or something like that, Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. And we're at this elk viewing place to like view elk. I'm not sure if we're going to see any, but if we do, I'll definitely get some on film. So let's check it out real quick. Alright, I don't know if you can see them that well, but there are elk off in the distance. Hopefully you can see them. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's an elk growing behind that tree. See, there it is. Hopefully you can hear me while I'm whispering. There goes some turkeys over there. There's the passengers on the wagon being taken. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Those are Belgian horses taking back the passengers from looking at the elk. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's elk right there. Thought that'd be it, but of course there's more.
There's a little baby.
Hopefully you can see
them.
There's the elk. There they go. They're behind that tree. They should be coming around any minute now. There they are. There they are. Alright, here's a even closer view of the elk. They're just grazing out there, enjoying the nice hay or grass on the ground. I think there's a couple babies out there if you can see them. Hopefully you can see it, but there's the bull up there. Yeah, that's what they're called, the bull. The bull just came down through the pathway. There he is right there. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed that footage I got of the elk. Me and my parents are about to leave now, so I'll see you later. Look how big this elk is. That's unbelievable.
The camera takes that great of pictures, but...
Alright everyone, I'm in my bedroom right now. I just got home a few minutes ago, so that's going to be it for the video today. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later.